How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. In this segment, we'll be talking about um, reactions to the updates that are coming tomorrow. But before we get into that, quick reminder that if you have this month so far, or I think February 18th to March 1st, Jagex and Twitch have teamed up again to give anyone who has Twitch Prime 14 free days of membership. So you have Twitch Prime, you can go on Twitch and redeem your free 14 days to experience RuneScape for yourself, and maybe you can get into it like I have. So, speaking about first update, that X Extra spot, I love it. Like I said before, great idea, and just honestly, I don't see anything bad with it. So, buffs for Serpentine Helm, I think that's a really good buff because before it was, it was similar to the Nate's is not Helm because I think it gave better defense, but not but the same amount as strength bonus. And also, it gives you the chance to venom anyone who is attacking you, but it still wasn't as viable for the price. The price was, I think the price is like in the tens of mils, I think, and that's ridiculous. So giving it a buff to back where it was to +5, so it doesn't have the same strength bonus as a free quest helmet is pretty good. That's a good idea from Jagex, and I think I don't think the price will get impacted too much. Maybe it'll change to have it'll be a mil more, maybe a mil or 2 mil more, but I think that's about it, honestly. The brimstone keys are a really good idea. I think I said this before. They save inventory space, and it's pretty cool because, and it's really good. They were talking about it in the stream. It's a really good idea for content creators because they can collect these keys over time, like and then it's asking to be made into a video, opening 100 brimstone chests, or opening 1,000 brimstone chests, and it's perfect for content creators. I would love to watch that. I just love opening the chest opening videos. So yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good update, and I support it all the way. I don't see anything wrong with that. And yeah, you can even save them up for if for something, I don't know, but you have the option to save them up basically. The increase in amount of XP from all of those bones, wonderful, wonderful, well needed update. These monsters were hyped up to be very hard, very vicious, very hard, very difficult to fight, especially the alchemical hydra. And while if you watch a video or two of someone killing the alchemical hydra, you can probably get it down, but it's still a very it's still a hard boss. It requires 95 Slayer. It I want to say requires the same amount of attention that Cerberus does, even though I think Cerberus is 93. But you get better things from Hydra, and the risk of dying in Hydra is much bigger. I think I'd say. Although, because the major thing with Cerberus is his Aru, and that just like that can like kill you. But if you like don't pay attention to Hydra, especially in the last phase, it can like two hit you, especially and even if you get hit by the flame wall, it's over. So that's a good idea to really buff that. Like specifically the Hydra bones, they needed buffs because it was ridiculous how you get these bones from level 95 requirements monster, and they're not better than a green dragon's bones. Like a green dragon, I can kill at like level 50. I need to be like at least I want to say like 110, maybe like 120 to like combat level to kill this Hydra, and I don't get a reward basically for it. So that was a good idea. Drake was a good idea too. Worms as well, because worms take a while to kill, and you should get some kind of reward for that. They have good drops, yeah, but the bones themselves were useless before. Now they're really good. Um, Quick note: all of these updates, the update drops. I think 11 a.m. UK time, so I think that's 6 a.m. our time, 6 a.m. EST. Um, the anti-poison having less effectiveness, I went on that. That was a really good idea. Um, that's a good idea because it requires more attention when fighting hydras. in general, not only the alchemical Hydra, but also like regular Hydras. So good on Jagex for doing that. Anti-dragon stuff, uh, very good idea as well, because it just honestly lore wise, and I'm a big lore guy. It just makes sense because all these drakes, worms, and hydras, they're all failed experiments by the dragonkin, and them having the ability to use these kind of breath attacks, especially like worms. That's all they do. Drakes have a very similar attack to a dragon fire attack, and Hydra again also has all these breath attacks. So you can tell that the Dragonkin were trying to create something maybe like them, but better. But just like I said, they were all failed. So because they were made by the Dragonkin, they would have the powers of dragon. Therefore, anti-dragon things should work against them. So finally, that was put in. I think it's been, I want to say like 2-3 weeks to finally get that in. So good on Jagex for finally getting that in. Um, oh man, I can't wait for this update. Honestly, just tomorrow. This whole architectural alliance thing, not a good idea. Not a good idea. I don't think. I mean, they compensated, quote unquote, compensated for that by giving you a 10k XP lamp when you complete the quest. But like, I mean, like, other than being like an XP lamp waiting to be collected, because that's all the quest is now. It just doesn't make sense to do the quest now. It's like, oh man, I really don't want to train rune crafting. Let me do this quest real quick. Like, it's actually better to probably do rune crafting itself or whatever skill you want to use this on than actually doing the quest, because it would probably take, if you started the quest at 0% favor at all houses, it would probably take like hours. It would probably take like 2 hours. I want to say not even. It would take like a day, because Lovacaine alone, you have to mine all that sulfur. Hasidius is probably the easiest. I'd say maybe Shazien's easy, but like the other two are Arceus and Piscarilius are they're all tedious. They're all tedious. So it's simply not worth it. Like, you could do it over time. Yeah, let me take a day to raise my favor, like, I don't know, 10% today, and then let me log off. I don't know, but it doesn't make the quest. It doesn't make the mini quest any. It just makes it unnecessary. Like, why would they do that? It makes no sense to me, because the reason for the quest was to keep all of the favor. It was for quality of life sakes, for convenience sakes, and it made so much sense because it was all of the houses coming together to build a statue of a king that represented good times. So all the houses would like that, because right now they're having a bad time, because one, they don't have a king, and two, they have a council that just won't give up power. So them coming together in a symbolic manner to create a statue of their once good times led both into the lore and made sense with the gameplay. It was a huge quality of life update when you or upgrade, excuse me, when you completed that quest. And now there's no need. It's just given to you. I'm one. I've never one for handheld, like hand holding through the game, and RuneScape, old school RuneScape's never been one to do that. But this is a moment of like Jagex saying, "All right, let's hold your hand through Zaya," because there's no need to do the quest now. There's simply no need. I could just go to Zaya. I mean, I haven't finished it myself. I just need to do Piscarilius, but now I don't need to care. I don't even need to care to finish him. The only reason I want to do Piscarilius now is to maybe start the quest, get it to 20%, and then say, "All right, I'm done." That's fun. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And a 10k XP lamp doesn't fix that, because it's like it's like taking away a whole meal from someone and giving them a cookie. Like, thanks for the cookie, but let me get my meal back. Like, what? It just doesn't make sense. So that's not a good idea. I'm sure I can already hear so many people that are saying, "What are you talking about? This is a great quality of life update." Blah 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 blah. It's just I don't think it should be in the game, because it gave the quest so much. The quest had that meaning, and now it just doesn't have any meaning now. It's dead content. I want to say it's dead content, honestly. As much as that sucks, it's dead content. The only thing you get from it is a nice statue and the 10k XP lamp. So yeah, not my favorite update. Definitely not my favorite update of this daily update coming. So, the Hydra head's pretty cool though. That's really cool. I love that Slayer helmet. It's so nice. It's very nice. I mean, because 'cause I've always wanted the red one. I think you get that from Krill Susanov, Zamorak, God War's boss. If you get his head, I wanna say? I'm unsure myself, but if you I think if you get that head, then you can get the red one. And that used to be my favorite, but now this one's definitely my favorite. It looks super nice. It's spiky. It looks like the Hydra. Like it looks like it came like you used the scales of the Hydra and crafted it onto your helmet yourself as as if it was a sign of achievement and a sign of like dominance because like yes, I killed this major creature and I not only killed it, I used its the remains of its dead body to decorate my helmet, and that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like you dropped paint on your helmet. It looks like you used the remains of the dead creature you just slain on your helmet, and that's really bad. Like that's really cool. That's really really cool. So I love that. I think that's just about it for when it comes to the updates. The quality of life updates that are coming, or also the chamber. I also like the recent chamber Xerix balancing. They did a good job. I've never been one for raids. I don't have the skill or the skill requirements, but they made things a lot easier. I know Vespula is a bit easier. Tecton is less annoying. Vespula is also less annoying. Ice Demon is still annoying, but it's less annoying. Still annoying, less annoying. I think they changed the crabs as well. All that jazz. Something they really did that's cool that they're also adding in. Um, you can trade in if you get a golden tench while aerial fishing. You can trade in your that golden tench for 100 mulch pearls, which can that alone can get you, I think, a wieldable fishing rod, which is really nice. So overall, I can't wait for the update. It's going to be very nice. The only thing I'm gonna hate is the Architectural Alliance, but otherwise, well done, Jagex. They do need to do better on their live stream though. That took way too long to do, and it was ridiculous. But that's another subject. So yeah, that's all we have for today. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Matthew. Hunter's not here today, unfortunately. Food poisoning, and we'll see you next week.